Tonight, a desperate plea from Memphis Animal Services. It sent out a code red asking for more foster and adoptive homes because the shelter is just too full. In fact, local 24 News reporter Jalen Sochek shows us now, for the first time since the pandemic started, animals are now at risk of being euthanized.
Memphis Animal Services put out that code red alert, desperate for people, on Thursday, and they said thankfully the reaction was incredible. Almost immediately, more than 85 pets and growing have been fostered out, but they say that help is still needed. MAS is also reporting an increase in pet surrender requests due to evictions.
We hit a point where our shelter population was exceeding our capacity for care, and we needed more help to get these animals out. And boy, has the community stepped up.
The shelter says no animals have had to be euthanized for space challenges since the pandemic started.
Key now is we've got to keep that train rolling. We've got to keep it up. We need adoptions to keep happening, and we need fosters to keep happening. And so if the community can continue to support us, we can continue to brag that the city of Memphis, that this community does not euthanize animals for space at the shelter.
During the pandemic, the shelter had a limited intake of animals.
Now that things are starting to open back up, our intake level is climbing back to pre-pandemic levels. But the real challenge we're having is that we're not seeing adoptions climb at that same rate.
Shelter saw an increased interest in adoptions during the last year because so many people were spending more time at home. However, the interest is fizzling out as things begin to open back up.
Our hope is that that's a short-term trend, and we'll see people stepping back into the role of wanting to adopt.
MAS Director Alexis Pugh says one area they've seen an increase in pet surrender requests deals with housing insecurity, a root problem that existed even before the pandemic.
The increase in returns or in requests for surrender are more correlated with the changing policies at both the federal and the state level regarding evictions. And so as more people are being displaced from their home environments, that's where we're seeing that increase.
For people that are facing an eviction, MAS has a grant that can help them cover the costs for people moving. So those pet deposits that can be costly, between $200 to $300 for people that are being evicted or moving, they can cover that. They can also help with boarding situations. They say that their goal simply is to ensure that those pets can stay with their families even during the time of an eviction. Reporting from MAS, Jalen Sochek, Local 24 News.